Hey, greetings everybody, it's GleeCon, back at you again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. On our last episode, we have been reading the Horde Player's Guide, but not your regular Horde Player's Guide, the Horde Player's Guide for Dungeons & Dragons in the World of Warcraft role-playing game setting. And that one discussed some racial classes, which is a weird kind of thing they were doing during that era of Dungeons & Dragons, as well as some kind of class archetypes like the apothecary style Forsaken or an orc warrior, and how those things can kind of, if you're going to get that meta, how does that work in Dungeons and Dragons? And then some feats at the end. We've also been going through the main starting zone of all of the World of Warcraft Classic zones. We finished them all, and we've been now looking at each capital. The last one we have to explore is the Undercity. So stay a while and listen as we do that with Farinell, the old infamous Forsaken Apothecary. So we are here in the gates. We are going to go make our way around. I don't know how we're going to do this. It looks as though Magic Quarter is where we'll kind of wind up. So maybe for funsies, we will kind of, how about we go straight through, hit up the center hub. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Clear out the entire central hub because there's this inner ring, then cross out to the rogues quarter, do that, and stay on the outer ring as we make our way around. This is where we'll find Baramathers and Sylvanas. The sewers is really the entrance from Bat, and we'll make our way back around to eventually hit up Magic Quarter. I like that plan. This is aesthetically, just concept-wise, probably my favorite capital of all. I think it's just such a cool idea to have the old destroyed Lordaeron above, and then it's like a freaking impregnable fortress. You, back in the day, like if this is one you wanted to storm, trying to mob an army up in here, crazy hard. You're not even storming through the front gates, like you have to come in here and wreck shop. Actually, I was just looking, I thought there was like some torn up statues. I thought there was like a grave or something around here. Here's the throne, probably the old throne of the king. What was it? Whatever. There was a grave, tomb. King Tyrannus Menethil II. Here lies King Tyrannus Menethil II, last true king of Lordaeron. Great were his deeds, long was his reign, unthinkable was his death. May the father lie blameless for the deeds of the son. May the bloodied crown stay lost and forgotten. Okay. So, I don't know if there's like an alternate side. Yeah. What's this? Level 37. No goes warlock. Okay. And my little baby, what am I? Level 12. Okay, so you can go either way. It's still love is in the air. Even these guys will tell me I stink. Yeah, even they do it. But I like the abominations, service the guards here. That's just another thing. Imagine the intimidation factor of, you're not just fighting regular dudes, you're fighting abominations. And then you've got to take the elevator down to the ground floor. Alright, so there are Defiler's emissaries. You are not yet powerful enough, Warlock. Move along.
What do we require?
Okay, they
Our
want us to do something. That's some kind of PvP faction. Okay, now it begins at the central ring. Officer Gothena is the Undercity commendations for doing PvP. Greetings, Warlock. I'm Commendation Officer acting on behalf of the Undercity. It is my duty to assist adventurers who have received Horde commendations, signets, and so on that we've read in the other things. So that's if we decide to PvP. So we'll do the upper ring first. We have Gordon Wyndham, the weapons merchant. Greetings and welcome. I am not very good at smiling, but trust me, I am happy to serve you. Thanks, bro. Oh, he's done quite well. I guess you find a lot of humanoids here. He is doing quite well for himself. Make some more heavy bandages. Oh, I don't have. I do. Yeah, I do. Okay. We are already a journeyman weaver. I don't need that mushroom cap. I don't know if I'm going to be able to learn staves. Right now I don't, and I'm not going to be paying anytime soon, and I don't disenchant, so sure, I'm going to sell. I do need these. I did find that out for sure with my other character. We definitely straight up learned, oh, this is,
I have exactly what you need.
you do need those to build the higher level things. Okay, so he just sells cleavers and stuff. Can I build anything? Could get 1 potion there, a couple more there, so I could do 4 more. Or I could do straight up 7 more if I go that route. That's probably what I should do. Okay, I will do that. Heavy armor merchant from Timothy Weldon. Valor Knightley is the... just someone. Walter Ellingson is a heavy armor merchant. Okay, so he's a secondary. What's the difference between the two? Probably one is really heavy male and the other is more like male. Lauren Newcomb sells my kind of stuff, cloth. Daniel Bartlett, the Mohawked General Trade Supplier. So I'm going to buy a couple sets of vials just in case so I don't have to run back. That happened to me last time. Innkeeper Norman, what up, bro? Rest your weary bones for a spell.
Trust no one.
Alright, let's go home. Anya Malfrey is the stable master, in case you had a pet. That's normal, right? Okay, we got the same Lunar Festival crud we've been doing. And we have Thomas Morton, the reagent vendor. Rip Thomas. This is Apothecary Valia, just running around. I'll be leading your society soon. Connie Grisette sells mushrooms. There's another way out of the hub. Okay. I fell in the probably not too healthy water here. Good job on me. Okay, let's try that again. We'll come back here in a minute. To the center. I gotta remember where we were. There, we're right there. Okay, so Eleanor Rusk is the general goods vendor. Anything neat? No. Okay. And general trade goods is Felicia Doan, so the second one. With Genevieve Callow and Michael Garrett is the bat handler. How may I be of service? I like his goggles, but we don't have any connections. I like how bats are there. And Patrick Garrett.
Speak quickly.
Don't know. And we're back. We made a full loop. Okay, so let's head into the center. There's much less to do here. There's the bank as the central hub. We have William Montague, a banker. We have Mortimer Montague, a banker. We have Randolph Montague. So the Montagues run this bank. And Ophelia, who is a banshee. I'm going to stick... I don't even have a spider-like recipe, so I'm going to stick that in there. I'll keep the wolf meat because I might learn that soon. I'm going to keep the venom sac for now in there because I don't think I have. I'm putting at least some of those in there. Now that I'll keep. That's a quest thing. That I need. I do have a meaty batwing recipe if I could just get the... Okay, so that's cool. Keep the slumber sand. Alright, so that's it. In the center is the bank. And then we have these little spokes. We have Eunice Birch.
What is it?
I can teach you how to cook. Well, train me. Okay, so we now know how to cook. Excellent.
Trust no one.
Finally. Alright, so let's start by cooking that charred wolf meat. Doesn't do a lot for me, I guess, emotionally, or for my palate. I don't know that I would just be super stoked about cooking charred wolf meat. Wolf, boar, and eggs. That's all you learn how to make. Gone are the days, or not yet to come are the days of the leveling up the first, like, 75 points by just cooking spice bread. I don't know how I feel about, like, that. Because it basically lets you skip out on the whole first couple ranks of cooking. We can learn our crispy batwing recipe. Get rid of that. I guess I'll keep the meat for now. Why not? But actually, let's... What do you need? Oh, you also need spices.
And you are.
We'll have that. Stinks. Okay, cooking supplier. He'll give us the spices. He does not give us any of the nearby fish that we need.
Watch your back.
That requires 50 cooking and 4 silver. I don't love it, but...
Farewell.
So, for instance, brilliant small fish is not on the table, so I'll talk to... If I can get that recipe, that'll be great. But otherwise, there's no point in even leveling my fishing yet for this character. Other than just... to do it. Okay, so I can... Oh, I can...
And you are...
I didn't have to do it 10 times. Okay. But I guess we're going to compensate for that somewhat by these bat wings. See, now these are better, so I will sell those charred wolf. Okay.
I'm
Great.
listening.
I can now learn spice wolf meat too. So
Do not seek.
I got a decent little start to this. I'll take it.
Be quick about your business.
I guess I should have saved that, because what am I going to do with that? Alright, if I can get to 50 cooking, now you know Rainbow Fanalbacore is there. What else do we have on the mid-spokes? We have Royal Overseer. Oh, we have Jeremiah Payson, a cockroach butcher. Want to buy a cockroach? Yes, nothing would please me more. Royal Overseer House. I am an officer of the city working in the capacity of the Undercity census. Since our liberation from the Scourge, guild creation, we have tried to keep an accurate track of our city's populace. With arcane methods and sharpened mental discipline, this is the same thing the other person said. I'm able to access these records. Do business with me accordingly. Please proceed. You should know if you do at any point. I can't remember when. Edward Remington helps us design tabards. Merrill Pleasance sells the said tabards. And Christopher Dracul says, "Welcome to the Undercity Guild Registry. What do you want?" Ability to form a guild.
Patience.
Okay, so tabards are for sale here as well. And do we have anything else on this lowest floor? Nope, just cooking. Okay, so where did I say? We're going to go rogues and make our way down. So we're going to go down this way. So we are already 1/5 of the way through this place. And that's honestly probably one of the more dense fifths. Oh, we have an auctioneer right off the main hub. Auctioneer stocked it. Cool. There's auctioneer Yardley right there too. More Defius emissaries. So this is like the inner ring. So there is like a kind of a medium ring. I guess we'll run through this real quick. Just see. There might not be anything. Auctioneer Kane. This might have nothing better than auctioneers. Wool donations out there. Auctioneer Nax Remus. Auctioneer Tricket. Okay. Who's this? No one. Auctioneer Riker said this is just Apothecary Katrina, another one. Auctioneer Epitwe. A couple. Emilio and Animal Mother. Okay, we have Auctioneer Lika, Hepzibah Sedgwick, and Harbinger Balthazad. Greetings and salutations. Here arrive the latest from news from both continents and points beyond for your consideration. So he's like the town crier. And Auctioneer Stockton. So this place is where you want to go if you like auctioning stuff. Okay, now we can make our way over into the Rogues Quarter. David Hickson, Selena Pickman, Reginald Grimson, just patting around. Probably some kind of... This is technically Magic Quarter, so I'm not going to go there yet. Got a meat wagon. Yeah, I guess just technically, I don't know what those guys are. Probably maybe quest related. Most things are. I'd say a good chunk of them, not every single one. All right, so in the Rogue's Quarter here, what do we have? On the out parts of it, we have daggers. Nathaniel Steenwick, who will sell throwing daggers.
What is it?
And Charles Seaton sells hand daggers. Ezekiel Graves is the poison vendor, so he could sell us vials if we needed as well. But we are not a poison using person, which is Cedric Stumble, which is kind of dumb. We also have Mary Idris, the first aid trainer.
What do you require?
I can train you in first aid techniques. Thanks. I'm already pretty good. But anti-venom skill will be coming up at 80. Okay, Dan Golthus is a journeyman leatherworker.
Hello.
When I clawed my way out of the grave, I thought my family would welcome me with open arms. Instead, they drove me from the village, screaming in a language I could no longer understand. Gillian Moore is the leather armor merchant, or Gillian. Arthur Moore. Before my death, I was a librarian. I had nothing to do with wars and plagues. I never asked to become this. On the other hand, now that my mind is my own again, I'm not about to surrender without a fight.
Be quick about your
Joseph Moore will give us the supply, which we don't need. And Killian Hagee. I like thinks I stink.
Where?
He could train me to be a skinner.
I have
Jonathan Chambers sells bags. Cool. So good to know bags are in the Rogue Quarter. Alright, we're going to cross over the little bridge. So we don't have to walk through that icky green stuff. Now go into the deeper part of the Rogue's Quarter. What is in here? Graham Van Talon,
I'm listening.
journeyman engineer. The Dark Lady has said that knowledge will be our greatest weapon in this war.
Victory for
Frank and Lloyd is the expert. I don't have time for idle gossip. I'm a professional.
What do you
Elizabeth Van
require?
Talon will sell the mats for it. And Lucian Fenner
What would you ask of death?
is a straight jerk.
Trust no one.
Stel
What
Gendry.
now?
The sanction of Lord Varamathras, the Deathstalker's numbers grow. More blades to strike out enemies when they least expect it.
Beware, our enemies
Okay.
found.
Our enemies freaking abound. Alright, Menet Carcade. Alrighty, anything off to the side here? Nothing. So this half of the Rogue's Quarter is kind of devoid. Susan Tillingast. She will talk, but she'll probably just tell me I stink.
Speak quickly. Beware the living.
Okay, so Miles Dexter.
Forsaken.
I cannot train you. You need to talk to your class trainer. Carolyn Ward
I am forsaken.
does the same
Goodbye.
thing. Gregory Charles. So all of the rogues are like,
Where the living?
you not very cool, bro. Do not talk to me like that. So we have finished the Rogue's Quarter. 40% done. None's too shabby. Now the Apothecarium will be a pinch longer because it sort of has two pockets to it. It has this part and this part. Really three parts. And then we'll go down and talk to the Queen Bee herself. Old Sylvanas. Maybe I'll do a reverse this time. Since I'm on this side, I'll go in and out. Okay, so the first little mini hub. We have Andrin Grant. Who are you?
What do you require?
Rude. I hear somebody crying. Okay, Algernon. Well, that takes 260, but he will give me a potion eventually. Dr. Marsh. I am not amused by your audacity in coming to me for training. Through the archway and down the ramp. Ooh, yeah, let me get to the southeast and talk to Dr. Martin Felbin. He is a Forsaken who can teach you the basics. Dr. Marsh. He's crying. Somebody's crying. Apothecary Keever pokes the small toad, feeds the toad some strange liquid, and then pokes the fuzzy squirrel. It's obvious as women, so he's probably... This is where my people are. My apothecary people. Doc Martin here. Very well. Cut another lump of flesh from one of these specimens. Let us test what you've learned so far. We can progress from there. So we need 50
Watch your back.
to get it. But let's go ahead and bust out these healing potions. And I'll go put the rest in the bank. This will get us super duper close. Yeah, we really need to get... It's a shame that we're like so close. Maybe we can find an herbalism supply and I can spend a little bit of money on it. I need 2 more points. Okay, we have Chemist
And you
Fuley.
are...
My brother and I have dedicated ourselves to Sylvanas. She is our beacon of light when times with darkness. We sacrifice ourselves day in and day out to ensure our kind overcome the destiny that's chosen us. We will not remain weak. We will take that which is owed to us. We will return tenfold. That pain that was done to us, we shall do so with smiles on our faces.
Trust
Hey, Doc Herbert Halsey. You don't have the skill to study with me. Go talk to Dr. Martin Feldman over there, or go up the ramp to the southeast and see Dr. Marsh. They are Forsaken who can give you the training you need. So he's the master.
What is it?
Hello, Farinell. Ah! Time warp, space-time continuum. I broke it. You know what? Look at me. I did a pretty good job of making myself look like Farinell here. We're twins, bro. He's not going to talk to me. But I do like... I mean, our clothes are different. But... it's uncanny. His hair's a little darker than mine, because he's older. Alright, so they're making an abomination. So now we have, for the second person, we've met our doppelganger. Apothecary Zingy. Zinj. There's a wind song. Weird that there's a horde person down here. Okay. Let's keep on. Wait, that's where we came from, I think. Yeah. So that's my base. Oh, and this is just like a chamber. Okay. So... I don't know. Is there another way out right there? Maybe? Oh, there is. Okay. So I can look at this side too. That's what I was hoping, is that I'd be able to kind of wrap that around. Just see. What is this thing? It's like a big thing they're making. Oh, here's Ganoush.
Hi, you're a tall one.
He's a leper gnome creeper.
Alrighty then.
And they have like a big heart or something. Gross. Alright, so before we cross back over and wrap up the Apothecarium, let's go talk to the boss. There's Royal Dread Guards. Those are the elites, I guess. They're better than the Abominations, probably because they're smarter. Got tons of them. Oh, it's very nice when you have to go do something to Sylvanas and you've got to freaking die inevitably. There's no getting through this tunnel without dying multiple times. So that's another reason why the Undercity is annoying. Like others, you can do a smash and grab for sure, especially if you're like a rogue. There's no getting through this tunnel without at least a couple deaths. Alright, so in the center here we have Grizzle Halfmane, who's the Alterac battle guy. I'm sorry, Warlock, but you need to be more experienced before you can survive in Alterac Valley. Alright. Fine, bro. More Defilers. Sir Mallory Wheeler is the Arathi Basin guy. Let's see.
What is it?
I am sorry, Warlock, but you need to be more powerful before I can allow you to the Arathi Basin. Now, the Horde Warbringer, they will let us do Warsong Gulch for sure. War is upon us, Farinell. It's time for every member of the Horde to answer the call and join the fight against the Cowardly Alliance. Alright, so... Virgin Blade, what did I already talk to? Yeah. Alright, so there's Charlindra. She is like the number 2. She was someone that you could play with in Warcraft 3. There's Lady Sylvanas Windrunner herself, who will not talk to me. So for now, I can only treat with Fermathras.
I'm always on the winning side.
Do not presume to speak to me as though you are my equal, Warlock. Sylvanas is my queen, and I will do as she bids. If you do not show the proper respect, I assure you we can find a more than suitable place for you in the Nether. But there is no reason we cannot have words if you wish to aid the Dark Lady. The power to destroy. Many denizens of the Legion bestow gifts on their followers, as you may well know. Some of these gifts the Dark Lady feels would be better off in her hands than in the hands of those with lesser vision. A sect of the Shadow Council hidden in the caverns below Orgrimmar known as the Searing Blade were a prime example. The lady tells me that members of the Searing Blade have come into the possession of 2 powerful spell books. She would like to borrow these books from them. You will get them for her. Alright, so I'm guessing, yes, so that is the Undercity's reason to go to Ragefire Chasm. So if you really want it to be thorough, you have to visit all 4 capitals and get all the quests. But then you can get quite a bunch of quest stuff out of that one dungeon. They all want you to go there. So that's interesting. Make sure I don't have any trivial quests I'm missing. Okay, so Apothecary I'm done. We're 60% done so far, assuming we don't hit any monkey wrenches. If we do, it's going to be from the magic quarter. That's why I'm saving that for last. Okay, so... Oh, we actually have to go across and look at this side of the Apothecarium too. I lied. It's like, I lied. I'm Boyle. Ew, 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 ew. Alright, what do we got here? Lavinia Crow is an expert enchanter. I don't get many visitors. You're looking for something specific, yes. Thaddeus Webb sells enchanting stuff. Malcolm Wynn. I do not have time to waste, stranger. State your business or be off. We've got a book. Exile of the High Elves. Alessandro Luca. Blue Moon Odds and Ends.
What do you require?
Welcome to the Blue Moon Odds and Ends, Warlock. If you have any questions, please let me know. Ah, so this is specifically something for a quest. Keeper Beldegur. Knowledge is both a tool and weapon to those that use it. So what is he, like a mage? Bunch of books. 3 more. Ice Crown, Kel'Thuzad. And here's a herbalism supplier.
Hello.
Potions herb pouch.
I'm listening.
Oh, I can learn journeyman herbalism now. Might as well. But they don't sell herbs at the shop. So I did not get lucky there. I was hoping maybe I'd get a couple, but if you notice, I've just spent like half my money trying to get some stuff. So now we're going to move our way. We could look at the canals while we're here, but then we're going to go into the war quarter, which will probably have the least use for us. So we're going to cross over. There somehow I've yet to see the fishing trainer as well, so we'll keep our eyes peeled for that. We do need that to at least train in fishing before we go. Although I will not be fishing. You can't fish in the capitals at this low level. It's not like it is now where that's a perfect place to start. No, you've got to be higher level of fishing to fish in the capital cities. So this tunnel system here would be another way down. It's another way to invade. Coming through the sewers. I'm not actually going to explore it very far because it's just a long walk out. It is a good way to infiltrate the city. Slightly superior to the elevators, if a little more time consuming. Okay. And a little more icky. I've done both. With all the achievements that you have to do, all the various quests and stuff. Alright, let's see if I can make a flying leap and make it into the water, since I've already died on this character and nothing to lose. Nailed it. Water, in air quotes. Okay. So, what is in this little area? So we're now in the war quarter. Alright, let's check it out. So we have Gerard Abernathy, Joanna Whitehall sells nothing weird, and Leona Tharp.
Embrace the shadow.
Maddie Alred and what is it, Edric? Edric Killian. Here we have the Bow Merchant and Abigail Sawyer.
I haven't got all day.
Hey, Abby. Rom Killian is the mining trainer.
What is
Sarah
it?
Killian is the
Dark lady, watch over you.
blacksmith supplier. Archibald is the weapon master. So, I suppose you're here to be trained in the use of a new weapon. Make it fast. I'm very busy. He could teach me swords. I don't want to spend the money on that yet, but yeah, they can use swords. Syark is the orc weapon master. He is located in Orgrimmar's Valley of Honor. He can train the use of bows, daggers, fist weapons, one- and two-handed axes, and thrown weapons. Anashi, the troll weapon master in the Valley of Honors of Orgrimmar, can instruct in the use of bows, one- and two-handed axes, staves, and all thrown weapons. Asekwa, the Tauren weapon master, is on Thunderbluff's lower rise. He teaches the use of one- and two-handed maces, staves, and guns. So if I want staves, I could go to Orgrimmar or Thunderbluff. Which I don't know if I would ever want to mess with that. I don't stinking care, really. Not too much. Helena Atwood. Here is Basil Fry.
What do you require?
I hope to one day forge weapons and armor from the bones of my enemies. Cool. Morel
I am
Tremaine.
forsaken.
Sells mail and stuff.
This had
Samuel
better
Van
be
Brunt.
good. I am
James Van Brunt.
forsaken.
Want to be a smith? Want to forge blades to gut your foe? Hammers to crush his skull? I can help. Gladly too, if there's blood to be shed from it. Okay. Alright, so let's cross the bridge and go to the other side and see what is in the deeper part of the weapon. Or whatever it's called. Okay, so we've got like a fight pit. We've got Riley Walker. There's this summoning undead captain. Okay, so they're training basically. Tyler and Edward are training against, which I can't fight those. Chloe Curtis, Marla Fowler, Andrew Hartwell, Robert Grossum, Richard Van Brunt, Lista Bancroft, and Brother Malak. Okay, so they are necromancers. This is where all the warriors train. This is the most busy one I've seen, Travis Bosk. Eldon Partridge, Sergeant Hauser. Alyssa Blay. He says, "Alright, you sorry sack of bones, let's see what we've got. Stick your opponent. Don't stop till I say so." Okay, there's Father Lazarus, so the priest trainers hang out here too. Yes, warlock. Baltus Fowler.
What now?
Is a jerk. Christopher Walker. Do not waste my time, warlock. Angela Curtis.
I haven't got all day.
Interesting. The warrior trainers are eerily similar to certain actors and actresses. Okay, so that's it. You got warriors training over here. Not a lot. Seeker Nar. I had a feeling this was going to be sort of a an easier, quicker little hub. Okay, so we're 80% of the way done. She's practicing shooting. We're gonna hit our last quarter up, the magic quarter. If I could find the fishing trainer, that'd be great too. But I have yet to see them. Alright, so we're starting on the outside. This is again where we are more than likely. Here's the secret top. So this is the cloth quartermaster, Rolston Farnsley. You there. It is in your best interest to aid the Forsaken during these dire times. Listen closely as I dislike repeating myself. We currently find ourselves in a dire shortage of cloth. Bandages and simple textiles are running low and donations are being accepted to bolster sacking inventories. While you'll not receive financial compensation, hence what donation means, your aid will not go unnoticed.
Beware the living.
Trading for rep, essentially. Staff merchant here, Zane Bradford.
What?
Sydney Upton sells a couple others. Lucille Castleton sells robes. Sheldon Von Croy, other cloth armor. Victor Ward says, we don't get many visitors out here. May I interest you in something?
Speak.
Millie Gregorian sells patterns.
Hello.
Rhiannon Davis. Tailoring can come in very handy. I once had to sew my arm back on. She has a cool shirt.
Do not speak.
And Joseph Gregorian. Cloth is okay. Personally, I prefer to work with human skin. Disgusting, bro. I don't care how evil I get. I can never be that evil. It's too gross. Andrew Brownell. Oren Snake Rife. Samantha Shackleton. Unless it had really good stats, dang it. Okay, Jorah Anderson.
Speak quickly.
And Salazar Block. He sells some scrolls. That's cool. Engineers Ink parchment, so he's like a librarian or something. There's the fishing trainer. We found it literally last area that we go to. Cool. Okay, so in honor of the fishing trainer, I'm going to jump to the sledge and scare the fish. Ha ha ha. Alright, so we have a fishing supplier. She will sell brilliant small fish recipe. And this long jaw mud snapper recipe. I'll come back and... I don't... Okay. All that really means is that off camera, I'm going to be doing that.
And you are...
I can teach you fishing skills. I'll do it then, bro.
Victory for Sylvanus.
Okay. So now, off camera, I have a reason to go fishing with this guy. Alright, so what do we got here? It's like a summoning circle, Karadin Halgar.
What is it?
Good. I see Agaron managed to find you, Faradell. Let us waste little time with small talk and pleasantries and focus on your training. There's still much you have to learn.
Trust no one.
Creature of the Void. Seems the consensus that you are ready to learn to summon a Void Walker, a being created of the chaos that lies beyond. If you summon one but cannot control it, you'll be torn asunder. The first Void Walker was summoned by Egelin, and in his grimoires the process explained. Unfortunately, it was stolen from us by an agent of the Scarlet Crusade who has it secreted away in his base tower to the west. Bring it to me and I will impart knowledge to you. Okay, so we will have a quest right there. That's not that far. If that's the only quest we have to do, we're still getting off light compared to everybody else. Josephine Lister is a master shadow weave tailor. She won't be part of our life. Down here on the bottom floor, Silas Zimmer. Okay. We also have Anna Ackley, who does reagents. Here we have other practicing Victor Bartholomew, Winifred Kerwin, Adrian Bartlett, and Giselle, what was it? Pruitt. Nate Brady. Okay, so I'll fish off camera and mess with that, but this Warlock quest we gon' do. Alright, so on the ground floor we also have Godric Farson, Kalistia Hatebringer, who would train mages, and Pierce Shackleton, also a mage trainer. Whereas Martha Strain want to make your demons more powerful. It'll cost you. Come to the right place. When we get Void Walkers, maybe she'll do more for us. Luther Pickman. It's wise that you humble yourself before me, Faradell, in your desire for more warlock knowledge. The guy already, that's the other good thing. He's already hit 12 and learned all of them. So even though we're kind of broke, we're actually way ahead of the game. You know enough to be dangerous, but you still look like you've been training to me, Faradell. Oh yeah, I'm only level 12, man. I'm trying. And that's Anastasia Hartwell. Well met, Warlock. My advice is that you blah blah blah, because the other world is blah blah blah. I think it's the same thing all mages say to us. Lexington Mortain. I do not believe you possess the mental acuity to grasp the nature of portal magic. And here's Bethor Ice Shard.
What now?
Prodigal Lich. Greetings. Either you do not know who I am or your business with me is urgent. As if neither of these were true, then you would not be foolish enough to disturb me. Ah, you're the agent sent by Magistrate Severin. Then, yes, your business with me is crucial. I trust Severin has mustered someone suitable for my task, but we shall see. The Lich's destiny. There is a Lich who dwells on the island in Brightwater Lake to the north. Although he is a free-willed Forsaken, he believes all other undead are scourged slaves and has his minions attack anyone who approaches him. Because he is Forsaken, the Queen will want him. If he is skilled in necromancy, then his knowledge would be quite useful to us. To discover his identity and his talents, I must see his spellbook, steal into his camp and acquire it, then return to me. Okay, so that is now a second quest. However, the good thing for us is both of these are not grindy. Richard Kerwin, they're one-off. We just have to go, smash, grab, go, smash, grab. So this is actually, all things considered, not too bad. So that's what we're gonna do. We're done with the city. We've explored it, and now we're gonna leave and go smash grab. One of these is only because we're a warlock. The other is something we all have to do. Any Forsaken would have to do. Well, not have to, but you get what I mean. Would have the opportunity to do and would make sense from a lore perspective. Now, what in the past I have done, the only time in the classic era that I went for every quest in the game, I was a troll, but I did still come and do all of these quests. That was a lot harder back then because I basically just had to use those logbooks that are, not logbooks, those database sites that do not all agree with one another and often list things that are not truly relevant. So it took a lot of doing and a lot of research. Oh, I just made it. Like, my hair probably blew back in my face. In real life, like, if you jumped up and moved on the elevator like that, like, I would imagine I would just fall down. Alright, so let's plop that demon armor back on. We have some potions going. Even though we just ran around, we didn't even waste all of our potions. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, I guess we'll get that first, but I think the other one was close. I don't know if you can fish up here. Like I said, I'll fish off camera. It would be weird enough for me to do fishing to 50 or 75 on camera, but it would be especially weird to do it with 9 different characters. Hey, would you like to watch 9 episodes of me fishing? I usually just like put on a podcast or play on my phone, like play a game on my phone. And yeah, so they're neither that far. That one's right there. They're both lower level. This one's harder, but closer. Now, if it was me on my own, and I wasn't worried about y'all, I would probably fish while I was there, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go get those, come back, return them, and then off camera I'll head back to that. Remember we also should keep our eyes out for a little bit of herbs, because if we can get just 2 more potions made, then we can level up our alchemy. Cool. Which I would love that. To become a journeyman alchemist before we start out into whatchamacallit. Oh, no. I don't want to attack him. That's why I escaped. No, too much. Too many escape key hits. Okay, so this is the Scarlet Monastery people. That's that fast corruption. He's doing so good. Like, his kit, I just love this. And he's stealth now, I forgot about that. Okay, so we are going to fight our way in. should really kill one of these with this so that I can get a... what you call it? A shadow bolt? Or I mean can build a hearthstone. You can only hold one at a time, so that's another thing that's whack. Can't wait till... Ooh, I'm out of mana. Lame. Do I have water? I do. Okay. I guess let's drink some. Captain Perrin. I don't know if I could fight two at once, but maybe they're not that high level. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet you he has two. Okay. With everything that I have, maybe. Yeah, he's coming. Okay. So now he's switched his aggro onto my demon, which is actually perfect. Freaking love it, bro. And there's the thing I need. Awesome. So not too shabby. And that's why I can't wait to get the Void Walker as well. I can't read that Grimoire. I guess it's beyond my Lexile level. My teachers need to teach me better. Put me in. They're speaking the weird language. A language that for some reason I forgot how to speak when I died. Thanks for the 11 copper. That's probably why he has more gold, because we fight more humanoids with this character. So we're just always a pretty nice starting zone when you consider it. Because we came out on top even with herbalism, which I guess I've been selling a decent amount of potions. I don't know. I feel like I've had to trash a bunch too, and I use a bunch. Alright, so we did one of the two. Let's go get the other. And that we did the harder of the two. So let's go now do the easier of the two. I think that's it. We have enough that we can make at least 2 potions too, so I could probably do that off camera also. What we'll do is do this, and then we'll be able to hearth back in and turn those in, and then I'll mess around with my jobs off camera. But yeah, this is a good... I'm really bummed that I did die doing the final quest, but that was partly because I was just like, screw it and reckless, but... so I'll never know really if I could have done it without dying. That one bat killed me. I would say this guy though had the second highest chance for living. I would say, just from my experience, mages are the best. I would put warlocks second, shamans right there third. I did die with my shaman, but I think I only died like once. I'd say shamans are right there with warlock. Those are some good classes to try. My warrior, I've also not died very much. I have died, but warrior's a tough one. Priest, no, priests suck. Hunter for me sucks, but for those of you that are like really good at kiting, then that's cool. You might get a better experience and be better about using pets and be more willing to go jump over and get the right kind of pets for de-aggroing and all that stuff. I didn't do that, and also a lot of the times what these people will do on hardcore is they'll blaze through the quests needed to go. Oh, we have another fisherman we could have learned right there. Good to know. Stay away from me, decrepit demon. Level 5, it will not go. I'll take you and your partner out at the same time if you come near me. Alright, so I'm trying to get to a part on the shore that's a little bit less of a swim. I realize I'm at the lake we need to cross. Oh, that's a tiny island. No wonder this is such a small quest. Why is that lich hanging out on... So one time my family and I were on vacation in North Carolina at a lake, and cabin on a lake, and we did a lot of hiking and stuff, but we took the boat out on the lake, and there was like tiny islands like that in the middle of it, and one of them we just went on. We were just kind of exploring. We pulled up and swam over to it, and then the tiny little island was just full of dog poop. Like, it was so clearly the place where people let their dogs off to poop. I literally don't think there was a 6-inch square on this island that did not have dog poop, and it was probably about that size, like, if I'm this forsaken. So my family and I have, it's like kind of like a small inside joke about Dog Poop Island. That's what that is over there. That's the point of that story. That's Dog Poop Island.
That's still recharging.
We did not bring a dog on our trip, so we did. Here's Gunther's Retreat. I'm guessing that's Oh, he's not even a bad guy. Like, he's gonna treat with us like a normal person, normal undead. Okay. Oh, we are running out. Let's go ahead and pop whatever potions we have. We can at least pop a Troll's Blood potion. But I don't have any more defense right now. Okay. It's alright. I need some, I guess that's what life tap's for. I was gonna say I need some mana, but I guess that's why we have life tap. Well, I'm gonna have to toss something. Should I toss the hunting rifle? I'll toss the rust-covered blunderbuss. There's the book. Gunther's books. Lich's spellbook. He didn't even care. Can't read that book either. Alright, so let's hearth back to the Undercity now. Gunther's like, yeah, that's cool, man. Just take my books. I'll just stand here looking at a log. Alright. Cool beans. I was never a person that could say cool beans in seriousness. I just don't know what type of monster goes around saying cool beans. If it's you, if you say cool beans, well, no hard feelings. Sure, it'll all be fine between us. It'll be cool beans, bro. You know, another thing that I hate, there's a couple other little turns of phrase that for some reason have always irked me. I really hate it when people say, come with. Like they just can't say me or us. Like that one extra freaking pronoun.
Speak quickly.
Creature of the void. Eglin. Eglin was the teacher that taught me. With hardly a look, he was able to command the void walker he had summoned. When it came my turn to try, I was overconfident. Do not trifle with the powers that you wield, Farinell. They can consume even the vigilant. Ah, this is excellent. Like as not, Perrin was ignorant to the true power of the musty book he had stolen from us. It will not fall out of our hands again. Observe, Farinell, the structure of the spell, the manner in which your power must be channeled. The binding. Surely you have seen the circle of summoning below us. Only there will you be able to draw forth an unbound void walker. Using these runes, you'll be able to draw it forth, and then you must dominate it through strength of arms and magic. When it is subdued, it will be indentured to you. Come to me then, and I will elucidate the spell of summoning so that it may serve you to whatever end you wish.
Goodbye.
Cool. Freaking love this. Okay, so we're gonna summon this guy. Call voice a void walker, and then we have to defeat him in combat, and then he'll be our slave. Hey, that's not nice. Protect my demon. It's my demon. How do you like... Yeah, we killed you. I guess that's good.
I am forsaken.
I expect to hear of your success, Farinal. While meeting my expectations will be the least of your worries, however, should you fail. You've done well, Farinal. Now I will impart you the spell used for summoning the Voidwalker. The power that it unleashed upon you is now yours to command. Use it wisely.
Yeah, baby, yeah! Yeah! Alright, so... we are going to dismiss him. And we're going to use Summon Voidwalker. Oh, I need a soul shard? You've got to be kidding me. So you need a soul shard. Dagnabbit. Can I get one from like a rat? I'll get one when I'm out of bounds there. Off camera. That sucks. Well, let's just summon back Pisnar for now then. Good to know though, if you want a Voidwalker out, you need to basically keep yourself with a soul shard tucked in your back pocket. Alright, now this guy.
Hello.
Farinal, have you acquired the book? Very good, Farinal. I will study this book and determine the identity of that lich. You have served your queen well.
Bethor opens the book and stares intently at its glowing pages.
Astonishing. The book you retrieved belongs to no one other than Gunther Arcanus. Gunther was a skilled necromancer in life. He and I were friends and comrades in arms before the plague. Judging from this book, he has grown even more powerful than death. His skills would be a great boon to us.
Return the book.
Long ago, Gunther and I, along with the now scourged necromancer Thul Ravenclaw, were friends and students within the Kirin Tor, a society of mages in Dalaran. Gunther and I both fell to the plague, but I thought he either remained dead or was raised into the ranks of the Lich King. It's good to know he is free. We must have him. I have placed a spell on his book that when he sees it will show him that I too am free of the Lich King. After knowing this, it is my hope that he will join us.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Okay. So he wants us to go back now and give Gunther's book back to him. So it's a little bit of a ferrying back and forth, but it's not too bad. We'll walk back out there. Give us a chance to... well, let's do this too. We need 80, but this will give us a chance to get a soul shard so we can summon a Voidwalker. So basically you want to be like always making sure you have your Hearthstone and enough to summon a Voidwalker. So at the start of every journey you would essentially need 2 to 3 soul shards. Now we are coming up on leveling up to 13, which is okay, but we are spending a lot right now. Oh, you know what? I did before we go. I actually do want to see if we can. If there's any Voidwalker spells that we can get now that we have one from a demon trainer, since we're right here. Is that the bones of the one? Shadow Weave. And then we'll make our way out. So yeah, this is basically tacking on and lengthening the video some by having us run back and forth, but it's really not too bad. Dang it, where's all the people? Oh, a demon trainer. There we go.
And you are.
Okay, so... yeah, we already knew that. Yeah, so nothing. Fire Shield, that's level 14. Sacrifice is 16, so you can't learn your first Voidwalker upgrade until 16. Okay, so 14 is still upgrading this guy. He'll get a Fire Shield, and then 16 is the Voidwalker stuff. That's when. So they're basically giving you up until 16 to get it together and get a Void Walker on your side. That's cool. I still would rather have a Void Walker because even though his damage is decent, the ability to, and especially with health funnel going on. What I do need is like drain life though. That's a great one. And that's what creates this infinite life loop. We already have the mana tapped into it, but yeah, just freaking health funneling him, then draining life to restore yourself. You can almost live forever with a warlock when they're high enough level. Well, let's put some more. Oh wait, I'll do that after too. Okay, going up, 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 backing out. Same walk. That's what I don't like. It's like, come on, don't make me run back and forth. That's just milking playtime out of me. Not like from the sense that I don't enjoy it, but from the sense that like it's just a lack of creativity. Don't make me run back and forth. And they're a lot better about that now. Like if you have to continually do something that would make you go back and forth, they'll give you like a rod or something like that. They start to do that in Burning Crusade. There's some quests that are like that where you get a summoning thing. Again, not a ton, but like what I'm thinking of is Shadow Moon Valley and the Nether, where there are some quests where you basically have like this rod or whatever that you can use to summon, or whistle to summon a Griffin Rider down. I think they do it a little bit more in Wrath of the Lich King. I'm thinking of the Koldara quests. It's definitely buggy and glitchy. By the time they get to Cataclysm, then they just start cutting out the middleman and they start giving you like radios and stuff like that, so you can just be radioed to. Yeah, trying to, and then I think as time goes on, once they just condense the zones, like all of this stuff would have a smaller footprint. Mounts are so much more available. Flying mounts are pretty much a given. Like Dragonflight that they just did, you basically get your mount immediately, so you can fly on your dragon from jump, and it's like triple the speed of any other flying mount that's come before. I mean, sure, it has some mechanics that require you to really learn and level up the dragon to become good with, but so that's where you still get that growth. But in short bursts of questing, nothing is crazy. Nothing can compete. There's a rogue. Maybe that's my buddy, actually. Alright, no, there it is, a rogue. I saw all those dead bodies and I saw a little figure. Wasn't sure. Alright, Brightwater Lake. Here we go. So I would hope that they're not going to kick us back and forth, or that if they kick us out again, it's going to be into the next zone. So I really hope this will be the last run back and forth thing. We'll see. I mean, we have finished off the one quest line. Oh, I didn't kill anything. Well, we're going to kill right now. See, I need that soul shard. Actually, I don't think they persist after you log out. Maybe the Hearthstone does. It does not say it disappears. I think the soul shards do. We'll check that. Okay, so here's old Gunther Arcanus. Let's see if he wants anything to do with us.
What now?
Your masters are fools to send you here, for I will never again be a scourge slave. My book. So you were the thief who stole it, but just this new enchantment upon it. Ethel, isn't Lord Ron? He still exists, and perhaps he too escaped from the Lich King's grasp.
Proving allegiance.
You say that you are not bound by the will of the Lich King, and the enchantment Bethel placed upon my book corroborates this. before I believe you, I must have proof that you are an enemy to the Scourge. There's an old bloody altar just off the southern coast of this island. It's used by a powerful Scourge agent, Lilith Nefara. Take a candle of beckoning from this crate here. Light it on the altar and Lilith will awake. Destroy Lilith and I will believe you are the Lich King's foe.
Okay, you grab one of the candles and place it in your pack.
Take a candle of beckoning from this crate, fair now.
Okay, so we're gonna, first of all, I want a Void Walker. Okay, so let's drain. Okay, so cool. Oh, cool, I don't have to unsummon. He'll just disappear while I summon my Void Walker. Okay.
Why do you call?
Now let's test it out. So he's on Torment. It's a taunt move. And then, yeah. Yeah, so if you look, he's just totally tanking him. So that's good. And he's fine, like his life was fine. Love it. Okay, so let's go. Let's do this a little smarter. Maktaz is the name of my old... that's who I get. I have Pusner, whatever his name is. And now I have my Void Walker. Maktaz. Stay, follow, attack. So you could send him to attack first. Which is better, actually. And look, he's going to get both. Okay. Now I can hit this guy too. And he's taunting both. I love it. See, that was great. I did love that. Alright, so let me drink some water. Before I summon Lilith, because I don't know how hard she's going to be. Lilith's dinner table. Okay, here we go. An old beaten bloody table. You place the candle of beckoning upon the table and light it. You disturb my rest, warlock. Now face my wrath. Okay, will do. She's level 12. We're gonna spam cast against her. Yeah, I think so. Oops. Okay, so we have defeated Lilith Nefara. That wasn't too bad, even though, like, but look how close we are. We're about to ding to 13, so we're gonna join, I think, the Shaman as being the only level 13s. But unlike the Shaman, we actually have all our powers.
You have defeated Lilith Nefara, proving you're an enemy of the Scourge. Incredible. I believed I was the only undead with free will, but you have shown me there are others who have broken the Lich King's domination.
Level 13. Prodigal Lich returns.
Take this nether gem to my old comrade Bethel, who let us communicate, and I have much to tell him.
He'll give me a buckler. You dirty buckler. Okay, let's get another shard just so I can... Why are you so long, Makaz? Did I get a shard? Oh, my... Couldn't, because my inventory was full. Yeah.
Are you kidding me? You freaking jerk.
Should I... I'm just gonna leave that cat behind, and I'll do my experiment with the shard later. It's not worth it. So now we just need to run home. Turn this quest in. The swimming. All the camera angles of the swimming is bane of many a Warcraft player. Okay, more Peace Bloom. And let's march. So I think this will hopefully be the end of this quest line. We have a Void Walker, which is great. This is going to make us so much more survivable. Passing through the fields here. So this rogue, whoever it is still questing. There's just dead bodies everywhere. And he's not a skinner. I don't even know. I guess the only job I can think of right now that so far I have not loved is engineering. I think it's cool in concept, but I guess if you were a hunter, the ability to build your own guns would be awesome. But other than that, like...
What do you require?
She has some for sale, but now I'm not buying it. Let's get rid of those, some of those. Just so I have a little space. Oh,
Watch over you.
and this. There we go. That's partly why we're having such things. We're getting up to 15 silver. Well, let's learn our spell too. Reducing the casting time of corruption by 1.6. So now my corruption only takes 0.4 seconds to cast. It's freaking dope. So it's almost instant. One more level up at level 14, it will straight up be insta-cast. Insta-cast corruption. It's going to be cool. So then I can cast that slow while he's running, and then ... bam. Love it. I also like that this cooking is going to increase. So like I said, I still have the off-camera fishing to do, fishing cooking. That's okay. I am pleased with this character. This guy's doing well. Just compare with some of the other struggles I'm having with some of the other people. The nether gem. What's that do? Oh, that's the thing that he's going to use to communicate. All right, so he does not seem to have. He just has this area taunt. That's it. As of right now, I do think they gain something. I actually kind of like this leveling up grimoire thing that's happening with the pets. I think it's cooler than the way it's more interactive, and I actually enjoy it more than the current way that warlocks summon, where you're just given a pet and you pick it and there's nothing really that comes behind it. I like this questing to get it and having to use a soul shard to get the more powerful ones and so on and so forth. It's pretty neat. Alright, so back to the mage quarter we go. Build up some more stuff. And yeah, this was this was also a pretty quick capital to explore. I like it. I just like how it's like concentric rings and everything's tucked into a very easy. They don't even mess around with cuteness in the going away. Cuteness in the names of the signs of the stores. It's just like staff store, cooking store, guild creation, cockroach vendor. 28 auctioneers. Alright, so, and even this little quest pack that they sent us back out with. So I'm trying to think. Orgrimmar sends you back out one time, basically, to get the lieutenant thing. Thunderbluff sends you back out for a couple quests down, and part of that's leatherworking, so even less if you weren't a leather worker. This one sent you back out for 2, plus Warlock sends you back out a little bit. Stormwind, I don't think Stormwind even sends you back out. So Stormwind's an easy one. Ironforge doesn't either.
Have you returned Gunther's book? Has he responded? convinced them to join us. You've done a great deed for the Forsaken, Farinel. The Dark Lady will be informed.
Dark Lady.
We did it. Let's see what he's doing. Oh, he kind of summoned Gunther's visage, and now we'll listen to them talk.
It's been a long time, Bethel, my friend. When time permits, we must speak at length. We have much to discuss, and thank you, Farinel. Without your aid, I may never have found my way to the Forsaken. Farewell, my friend.
Cool. So we did a good deed here. All right, everybody. We have wrapped it up. We are very cool, and we have another episode in the pipe. 5x5. Thanks for watching. See everybody next time on Lore of Warcraft.